What is going on, guys? In this video I'll be going over the story called The Never Ending Tour here on the Crew 2. Now this will actually give you a vanity item and not a car. I will also show the reward at the end of this as well after completing all the steps. So jumping right into it, step number 1, theater in Chinatown. Find this theater in Chinatown, San Francisco. So for step number 1, you will need to find the theater located in Chinatown. So the easiest way I found to do this is to spawn over here at the Night Call Street Race because it puts you like 800 yards away from where the theater is located over here in Chinatown. Moving over to step number 2, Music Tower. Travel from San Francisco to Los Angeles Music Tower in Hollywood with any ground vehicle. So for step number 2, you will need to leave from the San Francisco area, so I recommend spawning to the speed trap again because it basically puts you on the bottom of San Francisco. Then you gotta head all the way over to the Music Tower in Los Angeles, which will be about 14 miles away. Moving over to step number 3, the club in Las Vegas. Travel from Los Angeles to this club west of Las Vegas Airport with any ground vehicle. So for step number 3, you will need to leave from the Los Angeles area, so I recommend just leaving from the music tower that was in step number 2, and this is going to be 20 miles away, located all the way in Las Vegas, which is pretty far away, honestly. I kind of see why people might get a little annoyed with these, but luckily if you guys drive a hypercar, it won't take as long. Moving over to step number 4, concert in the crater. Travel from Las Vegas to the big rock in the middle of a meteor crater far west of Dallas with any ground vehicle. So for step number 4, you need to leave from the Las Vegas area, so I recommend spawning over to this street race. It puts you right on the corner of Las Vegas. Then you guys have to travel 29 miles all the way to the meteor crater that's pretty far away, located all the way over here. Moving over to step number 5, old movie theater. Travel from Meteor Crater far west of Dallas to this old movie theater in Amarillo north of Dallas with any ground vehicle. So for step number 5, you will need to leave from the Meteor Crater that was in step number 4, and this is going to be 21 miles all the way to the old theater that's located in Amarillo. Moving over to step number 6, the club in New Orleans. Travel from Amarillo north of Dallas to this club in French Quarter, New Orleans with any ground vehicle. So for step number 6, you will need to leave from the Amarillo area, so I recommend just leaving from the theater that was in step number 5. I feel like this would be the easiest way. Then heading all the way over to New Orleans to where the club is, that will be about 16 miles away. Moving over to step number 7, East Arena in Nashville. Travel from New Orleans northwest of Miami to Nashville's East Arena with any ground vehicle. So for step number 7, you will need to leave from the New Orleans area, then head over to Nashville, which luckily compared to some of the other steps we have seen, this one's only a little over 8 miles away. Moving over to the final step, Concert Hall in New York. Travel from Nashville, far northwest of Miami, to New York's Edison Garden in Midtown with any ground vehicle. So for step number 8, you will need to leave from the Nashville area, and while considering there's really no spawn points over here, you pretty much have to leave from where the location was in step number 7, then head all the way to New York to where the concert hall is, which will be about 18 miles away.